Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 3rd. This week, check out astrojar.com. We've added a bunch of new readers. If you go to the site and click on the readers section, you can find a bunch of new awesome readers from YouTube. And definitely check those people out and also support those people. That's why we created this site in the first place, to help support a bunch of new readers and things like that and kind of grow the community. So that is that. It will be more organized as well in the future. We're working on some ways to, it's not very organized as if you go to signs, for example, and you click on Leo, but we are working on ways to make it so that everything's broken down by sign and things like that. So that is what we are working on for the future, but let's see what's going on for your week for October 3rd. It looks like a great week, by the way, and very interesting because it looks like, for those of you going through health issues, this came up in your October readings as well. I just got off the live stream doing the October readings, and that's why these readings are a little bit shorter as well, because I am moving and I don't have a ton of time to get all this done. But for you, Leo, it's interesting because health came up, health comes up here again, and it looks like a lot of you could be recovering from something health-wise, maybe having to do with your back or your legs, or I know those are two totally different areas, but that's what came up. It's coming up again. A lot of you could be seeing recovery in those areas, which is nice. Again, quick recovery. Fours can represent quick recovery and things like that, so I think a lot of you could be making progress there. This is also a card of commitment and making new commitments to new things, so I think a lot of Leos are ready for change in their life in a lot of ways, and could be making new commitments. This could even be a commitment in love. So for those of you in love, you could be making new commitments there, which is also very nice. This is a great card for travel and setting up new travel plans and things like that as well. Next, you have the Jack of Diamonds. I think a lot of you are working very hard and planning on working even harder and getting excited about things as well. Sometimes when I see this card, I'm definitely feeling it for you. I don't think there's been very much excitement financially maybe for a while, and it's almost like a lot of you are getting this new, kind of like a new excitement about things, and seeing how different ways on new ways that things could work out for you, and even possibly working with other people on that as well. And also other people could be bringing these ideas to light for you. So pay attention to the people around you, especially when it comes to finances. It seems like distinctly like there could be people around you saying, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And, some of those ideas could be very profitable for you. So definitely open up to that, even if you're retired. Again, I try to remember to hit on the retired people as well here. And even if you're retired, there could be people around you offering you ideas on retirement and things that could be very good for you. Next, you have the Ace of Diamonds. I mean, good ideas about money. That's what this represents. It represents stepping off onto a new path of better finances and new finances and things like that. Also, interestingly enough, it is a card of messages. So again, with, kind of the people telling you what to do and things like that. But this is a great card for new finances, new things coming in financially. It's even a great marriage card, by the way. Even though it's a diamonds card, it's, still can represent marriage and things like that. And it can also represent partnerships financially forming as well. So maybe, you're starting a business with somebody, or maybe somebody has an idea about a job or whatever. Again, be open to business partnerships and work partnerships and all this other stuff, because this is a very supportive card, especially around partnerships and things. So be open to that. Next, you have the Five of Hearts. Again, I think that this card is talking about health. Normally this card has to do with jealousy. However, for you this week, I think it's talking about health. Usually there's a lot of pain before a five, and then, you kind of come through this process. It's almost like being born again. Fives represent birth. It's like you're coming through this process and you're much healthier and feeling much better after pain. So again, like I said, I feel like this is talking about health and just saying things are getting better for you. Next, you have the Two of Spades, a card of separation. Not necessarily, it's interesting. I don't read this card as a breakup. A lot of card readers do. I read the Three of Spades as a breakup. I read this as just a separation of something. Something separating away from you. Be careful with friends this week with this card. Again, could be a friend or something like that. But it could also, a lot of you could just be experiencing just people kind of floating away from you in a lot of ways and going away. And a lot of you could be thinking about that as well. So, like I said, and sometimes you do feel a sense of loss with this card, but there's always like growth as well. So just know that sometimes people leave us, and that's that, and that's all we can do about it is nothing. But you end with the six of Spades, very good card of incremental improvements and seeing improvements in your life and seeing things improving in your life. So I like to see that for you. And it's also a card of fate, and it says there could be a lot of fated events. I think we're coming off of this eclipse, that we had, and well, a couple weeks ago now, but still, I think that there's a lot of fate and fated events happening around people, and a lot of new things happening around people too. So very interesting, but a card of improvements overall. So looks like a great week, very interesting week, and health improving. I like to see that for you as well. Definitely a main message. So I don't know what that's about, but looks like a good week. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.